In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the journal tagger for ArchiCAD 21. In the last video, we created a new project called Journal Show Off, and I'll just use that. It's completely empty, but for us to tag something, we need an object, so I'll just start by creating a wall. If we look at the wall settings, we can see that that ArchiCAD has already put on some properties under the classification of properties, and some of them are name. There's a lot of different ones, but what we want to do with the journal tagger is tag columns from the journal onto the object as properties with the value. So let's just go back and look at our journal. I've made a project here, journal tagger show off. We've created a journal with some values already. You can see them here. If I go back to the journal tagger, here, open it up in our project, you might receive a little error message when it pops up. If not, then it's okay. But since we set up the journal tagger last time, I can then find the project that I want to use for tagging onto the object. So in this case, we use the project I just showed, journal tagger show off. Press OK. I press reload, and then we want to choose which columns we want to tag onto the object as properties. So if I click the settings button, this little wheel here, we can see that since we pressed reload, it has loaded the columns as properties in the properties usage. So down here we can see that we have BIM7AA, we have the short description, and we have some others. This list could be very, very long or very short in this instance. So let's just click these 4 that we wanted to tag, and then we have to determine which one of these properties is the the identification, how you want the journal to be linked with the model. In this project and in this example, I'm going to use the BIM7AA. It might as well be the BCCS or an SFB or any other identification method that you choose to use. But in this project, we use the BIM7AA. So from the drop down, I can click that, press OK. I'll just reload to ensure that no one has updated the journal so far. So if we want to tag an object, we click it, and then we have to find which journal entry we want to tag it with. So let's say we have found this this wall right here, 223001. Now we've selected it, we've selected the journal entry, and we can then click the tag objects. We get a little notification that one object has been tagged and 4 properties were tagged onto it. If we open the wall settings again, we can then see that in the same place that had some previously added properties, there is now the BIM7AA in the Glasshouse property set. The beeps has been come over. The Detalja and the short description has all gotten the property and the values. And okay, so let's say that one of our team members has updated one of these journal entries. So as we can see here, someone has written, remember to change values. Let's go back to our journal, and let's say we want to find the same let's see, 223001, and we want to, someone has changed the text. They've changed it to not needed or whatever. It could be anything. The team member presses OK. It's updated in the journal, and then we go back to the person who's working in the ArchiCAD. He then wants to ensure that this wall gets updated with the right information. If you click if we look back at the journal tagger and we press, for example, the reload button here, you can see that the same entry has then been updated based on what has been written in the journal. But if we click the wall and we look down at the property called short description, it still has remember to change value linked to it. So what we can do is we can use the update all. What it does is it, based on what you set the property to match, so in this case the BIM 7AA, it'll look through all objects in this view. If any objects has first the BIM 7AA code and with a value listed in your journal. And if I click the update all now, we should see that the short description should be updated with the 100mm not needed. Click it, click the settings, and I'll just scroll down and I can see that it has been updated accordingly. This way we can ensure that all objects in a view has been updated, and the same thing can be done for objects put in the worksheets. That concludes the way that the journal tagger works. I'll make more videos with best practice on how to use the journal tagger.